All right, what's good, YouTube? This is the US versus UK fast food, and I've always seen his videos of him just like eating spicy stuff and like stuff like that. So I don't know how this video is gonna go, but based off the title, I already know the US is like our food compared to other countries is terrible. So I'm expected to see. I don't know what I'm expecting him to or like show, but I'm already knowing it's gonna be a lot of junk food for us, bro. It's gonna be a whole bunch of trash. Especially if McDonald's in there, cooked. We're cooked. We're gonna show why we have the highest obesity rate in the world. I think, don't add me. I think I'm right though.
Fast food. As a matter of fact, Americans spend $400 billion a year on it. But the question is,
400 billion.
are we the best at it? That's why we're here in the UK, our biggest competitor. Supposedly, they're using better ingredients. In fact, there are some ingredients in the US.
Wait, hold up, it's a little too quiet. I gotta turn you up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
That are illegal in the UK. On top of that, they have bigger menus, more unique items, and fast food experiences.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Never seen. So it's
That's what I'm saying, bro.
The ultimate fast food showdown. The US.
And just imagine other countries and all the stuff they have, bro, compared to us.
But I'm not doing this alone. Today I'm joined with guest judges UK YouTube
Josh and Ali.
Jolly. We'll be pitting the UK's top fast
Oh,
food
the name
spots
is
against their
changing. Okay, I get it. I
closest
get it.
US counterparts. And at the end of each stop, we'll be rating our overall experiences.
Wait, so
out of 10,
are they like?
with the highest total average wins are back.
How they
Now,
trying
to kick
it?
things off
I
at
like that.
KFC,
Going there,
their
then
fried
back in.
chicken bucket, the French fries, or chips as they call them, and a unique item we don't have called the Tower Burger.
All that said, we're going to be rating every spot purely by experience on a scale of 1 through 10, but we will also be talking about speed, flavor, texture, chicken. Reach into my bowl of wonders and grab a piece of chicken.
Distinctly KFC smell. Is that the same as the American KFC smell?
Something's missing from it.
Oh, it's all the chemicals.
It's all the chemicals.
Stuff
Okay,
that
buddy.
we don't allow.
You know, this is probably about the same.
I'm always amazed at how little crunch there is.
It's like if they dipped it
No
in breading,
crunch?
refrigerated
Oh,
it,
nah.
baked it, and then dunked it in oil.
It's flaccid.
Yeah, incredibly greasy, really. I don't enjoy how that tastes. Texturally, especially. The texture, I just always...
Uh-oh.
It's like mid on a good
KFC
medium
in
on
the
mid.
same.
That said, flavor-wise,
There
it's
in
okay.
US?
Salt
Aw,
levels
shit.
are okay. The 11 herbs and spices, to me, I think here in England, they're doing more like 2 or 3 herbs and spices, possibly.
Next up, a unique item only available in the UK, the Tower Burger.
They didn't even get this center. This is way off.
If you're expecting them to center the ketchup, then I think already your expectations are too high.
A hash brown, a fried KFC
Expectations
chicken.
are
For
too
some
high.
reason, there's American cheese on here. I have no idea why. Contextually, that makes no sense.
This feels like a special moment as well, eating with the Colonel himself.
Wow. That's up. I believe that there are great
Is that just like a chicken sandwich?
in this wonderful country.
We call them chicken burgers, but yeah. we'll take it.
That is not one of them. The number one problem when I bit into it was all I tasted was ketchup. Once I finally got past the Great Wall of ketchup, I then was greeted with the texture of this potato, which
That
is
just looks
probably
so
greater
mid.
than or
A
equal
potato?
to a paste of cornstarch. I just am not picking up much crunch from it. Same thing, not much crunch from the chicken.
I didn't even
The
realize
salt
it was a
level is
potato. I thought
pretty
that was full
underwhelming,
chicken,
and
bro.
overall, it's been fried in oil, it's been reused and reused. So you're getting a little bit of that bitter aftertaste. That said, I do have a couple positive notes.
It's amazing listening to someone who actually knows what they're talking
What a
about.
pro. What a,
No,
I'm
yeah,
loving
that's
it.
I mean, we
That's
do this for a
food
living, but we've
connoisseur.
got no idea what
Yeah.
we're doing. I want to point to the salad. It tasted like it had been put through a paper shredder.
You know what they call that? In America, they call it shreddis.
Shreddis.
Really?
Now, for the moment of truth, the French fry. This is what won our best fast food French fry in America. Not this one, but the one in America. These fries are different. The question is, are they better? No.
These are terrible.
That's atrocious.
Damn.
It's funny that guy's coughing right now because I'm trying to not to suffocate.
3 items from the UK, KFC down. Now it's time to rate.
Okay, so KFC in UK is
4 out of
terrible.
10.
I'd say a 3.
It would have been
Damn.
a 3 if there wasn't a guy gagging. It was like a soundtrack. So I'm going to go 2.2.
The UK, not off.
Oh, it's
to
gonna
a
be so
strong
different.
start, but there's plenty more places to visit, so let's see how KFC is doing in the US.
Before we go in, I have an announcement.
Wait, did he
Merch
go?
has been released. The second channel is known for a while, and I'm bringing it over here. Very bread. I go to the link in the chicken bucket, French fries as well.
Hey, man, you know we don't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That guy was so southern I could barely understand what he was saying.
Speaking of Southern, Josh and Ollie got a little taste of Southern hospitality.
Thank you so much.
Southern hospitality.
You guys are so
Welcome to
friendly.
our
Dude, Texas
country.
people are nice. Everyone.
Ah, yeah, that's that great state right
Have you
there.
had KFC
Yeah.
in America? Is this a new
My
experience?
state.
I honestly don't think I've ever had American KFC. I mean, I opened the lid of this bucket and my fingers are covered in grease.
But my first impression is, holy crap, what are you feeding your chicken?
Why is that so
Because it's
big?
literally
Damn.
double the
I think that's
size.
the biggest piece
I
of
forgot
fried
we have
chicken.
steroids
That's a
in our
breast.
chickens and
That's
stuff
a
like
wing.
that.
Oh, the leg's actually really small.
Skip leg day and got breast enhancement. announcement.
Cheers.
Oh wow, crispy. It's got way more seasoning to it. It's just as oily.
I keep chewing, but nothing's happening. That was very stringy. It took like 10 times the amount of chewing as the KFC in the UK. I mean, the initial flavor is so good though. That batter, while being greasy as
All right, we know how to season, but
I
our
feel
chicken
no less
is
disgusting,
way
but it
worse.
just tastes better. When we had KFC in the UK, I really did feel ashamed of myself. And I feel similar, but it just tastes better. It feels like the reward for debasing yourself
it's much higher.
is much higher.
Whoa. So we tried that. Off to a good start. Let's try the fries and decide. We tried the English ones.
gonna be
These
higher
are
in the
completely
US.
different. They're skinless, they're battered, they're seasoned. And I will say these don't look as good as the ones that won the fry competition, and that shows the inconsistency of fast food restaurants.
Ooh.
Ooh, chemically aftertaste.
That is completely different to the British KFC.
You see what it does to you?
They're addictive as hell. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
It's quite difficult to stop. They're really satisfyingly crunchy.
And look, the scary
Very
aftertaste went
addictive,
away.
see?
Now it's
right.
luring you back in.
Oh my gosh.
America.
I can't taste the chemicals at all anymore.
Rating time.
First
Nah,
impressions,
bro, you
definitely
can't be
better
saying
than
that,
KFC
bro.
in the UK. I'm probably gonna give this 7.7.
I'll give it a 7.
I think I'm also gonna give it a 7. This is the best KFC I've ever had. On to the next.
The US, on the other hand, starting off very strong. Back
They
across the
doubled
pond,
the
see if
points,
UK
bruh.
Respond.
We're here at a place that's
Nah, that's
new,
how you
not to the
know
world,
the food
definitely not to
bad,
the
bro.
US, but definitely to the UK, and that is Wendy's.
It's newish.
Last couple of years.
People have suggested that it's better than the one in the US. There's only one way to find out. And we're gonna kick that off with none other than a chicken burger.
I
the
see you
look, the
picked up
burger's
on our
coming.
vernacular.
about. Let's just go for it. Cheers.
That is easily, I would say, the freshest tasting of any of the fast food we've had today.
yeah.
The lettuce has a real crisp to it.
Well, they haven't shredded it.
Shredded.
There's a little bit of spice in the batter.
It's got kick. Texturally great. I have no issue with the texture. It's got a nice crunch. The inside's got some juiciness.
Their chicken
It's
looks like
not
real
super
chicken
dry
compared
on
to
the
ours.
lettuce. The bun is chewy, but on the flavor side, somehow not that punchy. There's good spice, but I'm not getting a lot of chicken. I'm not getting like herbs and spices. I'm not getting like garlic. I'm not getting umami. I'm not getting lots of chicken. I'm just kind of getting like blank piece of paper with paprika on it. On to the next. Dave's Double. You've got a great Maillard, which is kind of a surprise.
What's a Maillard?
Whenever you sear something, you get a full contact sear, you get this nice browning here.
Ooh, I like it. A little sear.
Why is there
See,
no
he's a
salt?
real
I
foodie,
buy
bro, 'cause
instantly.
I don't even know
That
what he's
is
talking
perfect.
about.
And then you explain all of the reasons why it's not perfect. And I'm like, oh yeah. The ingredients taste fresher. It feels like it's actually made by hand. You can taste the freshness of the lettuce, the freshness of the tomato, the beef that's actually
Tomato.
got a bit of chew to it.
The beef does taste like it could have been frozen, but at least it tastes more like beef than some fast food joints.
It's got the Maillard on it.
Yep, that's a duck. Maillard.
Maillard.
Long story short, lacking flavor, lacking salt. I hate fast food patties. They don't have the right fattiness to them. They're a bit like chewy and kind of dry. Everything else was solid. We have one more left, the
Yeah, I
spicy
hate fast
nugs.
foods. Spicy nugs.
The nuggets, they're dry. They taste nothing of chicken. There's no crisp. It's like eating a sponge, and all I taste flavor-wise is really just a slight spiciness with no other background flavor. No garlic, no seasoning, but there is a little more salt in it present. I'll give them that much.
I'm not joking. When I eat this stuff, I feel all at sea until you talk, and I'm like, yep, I kind of agree with that.
My overall score is gonna come out to a solid 5. It is mid as
Probably a 6.5, I reckon.
I would probably go 5.5.
Now, I've never loved Wendy's in general, but the question is it better in America?
Wendy
There she
is.
is,
There
dude,
she
Wendy
is.
herself.
All right, chicken sandwiches.
Okay, they look the same,
Like an
low-key, though.
emoji.
That's like a butt that's been sat on a bench for a bit too long.
Let's do it, guys. Again, they got the seasoning down. That's salty as heck.
It's almost too salty.
Quite spicy as well.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of heat to that.
More spicy than the British one.
Everything they said is spicy in the UK was almost not spicy at all.
They should really just trim these up into squares and make nuggets out of them.
The Dave's Double.
It's shinier on the top. It looks almost more plasticky, maybe. It does look better than the one in the UK. Shininess and
does,
all.
it does.
Cheers.
You were talking about the salt level in the UK burger, and this is definitely seasoned better.
It's just drowning in sauce, which I think the main issue was that it was too dry.
The meat is different. It's fattier. When the first burger that we had in London was less fatty, and I think you want a fattier piece of meat in a burger to help hydrate all those ingredients.
Yeah.
It tastes better, but it tastes unhealthier.
But okay, let's move on to the next. One
I mean, it
nugget.
probably
Go for it.
definitely is unhealthy, because, man.
Oh, that's very different. Very bouncy, quite rubbery.
I liked it less with each bite. It's like when you meet someone for the first time and they're like, they're really great. And then you meet them again and they're like, I've had a few less beers and they're less great.
I feel like they're both equally bad for different reasons.
They all do look
I mean,
the same,
solo
though,
is
at
better.
least.
But the texture was worse, and not much crunch.
Ratings.
I've rated it.
You're giving that a 6.5? Okay. You're gonna give it a 5.
I'm gonna go 7.2.
You're giving it higher than a 7.
That's crazy.
What are you thinking?
That was a good fast food meal.
And what I will say is the flavor was very good. There was garlic and seasonings in the chicken. The beef tasted of beef. There was no flavor that drew the rating down. The only thing that did was the texture of certain things. The chicken nugget being spongy and the chicken breast in the sandwich being a bit dry.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It was exactly what I was gonna
He's
say.
saying a lot of stuff I would never say. I ain't gonna lie.
Would you say texture over taste? Buy it now. It's on Amazon. Did you know that? The link's in the description. Moving on.
The US is looking good, but this next competitor might just be what breaks that momentum.
We have a unique offering, something I didn't expect, but something that was highly requested, not even by these two, but by my DMs. As soon as people found that I was here, the first thing I kept seeing over and over was this place called Greg's. And I was like, what is this, a 7-Eleven?
It's a British institution.
The sanctum of sausage.
Sausage roll, run it. Here we go. Cheers.
This is probably the fast food that I eat more than any other.
I hate to say it, this is actually really good.
Because it tastes like of almost nothing.
It's the essence of nothing that
Am I tripping?
yearns for
What is
something.
this?
There you go.
A wise man once said.
Texturally, it's wonderful. Super crispy on the outside, it's flaky. The sausage is super
Is it
moist.
just
It's not
sausage
dry
and
at all.
bread?
I thought it would be. I was expecting something snappier and more
Oh, it
toothsome,
is.
but I don't mean that in a way of not liking it. It's just different than I expected, but I do like what I got.
If you had the sausage by itself without the pastry, it would be awful. Like, genuinely god awful. But it works together.
I will say, if you start to peel this back, the first thought is, oh, it's Granddad's toe.
It doesn't. Okay.
On to our next Greg's item, the chicken bake.
What the hell?
Oh wow, it really doesn't taste good.
Oh.
Mother God. The way that slithered
Bread that
down
he
my
did.
throat
It does, it does.
was
Check his head like a
unacceptable.
cat is
That
nasty.
was, I feel violated.
Well, you're
That-
gonna
that
love the
shit was
next thing.
disgusting.
This really does look like Subway vomit in a Pop-Tart. This is Subway vomit in a Pop-Tart.
No, it's a sausage, bean, and cheese melt. We
Beans?
Brits love our baked beans.
Atrocious.
We're getting worse.
Cold. Ice cold.
So cold. That's because no one orders them. That's the thing with the sausage roll.
I like baked beans too, but
get fresh
bread.
sausage roll because their turnover is so quick. Everyone who used to order these is gone now. Let's end it on a pleasant note because Greg's also does sweet treats. These are yum yums.
Yeah,
My
man.
lord, it's a little
What the fuck?
flaccid.
Well, it is.
Is that a donut?
That was actually pretty good. Maybe give it a little Dunkaroo. This is a pre-diabetic masterpiece. Wow.
Maybe a post-diabetic.
If we're all lucky, we're all gonna lose our left foot.
Put it in a bake.
Honestly, these
long
were
as it's a
banging.
donut.
It seems like UK does fast food a little differently. It is also not just about there being a drive-through, but just being able to go inside, grab, and leave. And that's not so much the American mentality. The American mentality of what fast food is there should be a drive-through. That is like the determiner in America, if it's truly fast food, is that you don't even get out of your car.
Because we have this thing, it's called
Facts.
walking.
Yeah.
I like what Greg's is offering. It's conceptually similar to the 7-Eleven model, but it's way more focused on quick service food. But I mean, all things considered, I'm kind of a fan. Like, if I were strolling by a Greg's, I would probably stop to get a sausage roll.
Hell yeah.
If I were to give it a rating, 7.9.
Damn, that's the highest rating.
I mean, I'm gonna go for a 10.
10 out of 10.
You can't improve on a Greg's sausage roll. If you're gonna walk in for a
realistic, bro.
fast food baked good,
Be
they've
realistic.
perfected it. I think there's a reason
10 out
that
of
it's
10.
basically a national religion. I'm not surprised that Josh, he's not fully on
He's a
board
new
because
convert.
it's like the first church service he's gone to.
Right.
He likes what he sees, but he's not ready to get baptized straight away.
Ollie's insane score is going to make this a little
I
hard
like
to
the
beat.
point.
This now comes
I like
down
the
to
point.
which country has the best average. America is down, but not out. So let's see if they can clutch it up.
America
The
just
question
has the
is,
best point
what
average.
is the best comparison to Greg's? Place where you can get a cheap sausage item, a chicken bake, plethora of dessert options. The
Cheap,
answer,
cheap.
Costco. So we gave the lads a tour. It's not exactly a one-to-one experience of walking into Greg's, but it may have been better. Funny enough, they don't turn any profit on their food, but I'm curious to see where it lands.
You're an idiot.
Welcome back to America.
For the price of $1.50, which was the price of our sausage roll, you get not only this hot dog, but also a free refill drink. I mean, that's mad.
Cheers.
I've never realized how big the hot dog is.
$1.50. Is that beef?
Yeah, beef hot dog.
I mean, it's hard to hate something that costs that little.
Coming back from the UK, a sausage roll hits way harder than that.
100%.
It's the same price, right?
Yeah, it's the same price.
You don't get a drink, but it's way more comforting.
Ultimately, there's just not that much to say about that. It is a hot dog, and that's about it.
Greg's also had something else, and they called it a chicken bake. But guess what? America has a chicken bake too.
That's a monstrosity.
It is a
Wait, they
monstrosity.
call it a chicken bake?
so heavy.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's almost like they're compensating for something.
You sold that as Greg's chicken bake?
You don't want a male name to give ownership to this.
Hey, yo.
That is a lot better than Greg's.
This is like a whole meal.
I really like
Alright, he
the
says
baked
there's a lot
cheese
better.
on
You gotta put it
the
at least a
Just
9.
compare the inside of that to the inside of the Greg's chicken bake.
It's like a chicken Alfredo inside a like crispy pizza pocket. Honestly, this is very good.
It's just too big though. Like who wants
I've never heard
all
of this
that?
though.
I do. I could easily smash one of these.
There's no Yum Yums, but they do have soft serve ice cream. You're a sucker for some
I
soft serve
love
ice
some
cream.
soft serve.
Oh my gosh, cookies and ice cream.
He just dipped hard as hell in this thing.
You've absolutely screwed us by giving us this right before giving the rating. Before this, I would have said a 5.
The hot dog was so much better than all the fast
A
food we've
5?
had.
Yeah, but they're gatekeeping. They, you know,
Okay.
they don't let you in.
The chicken bake is oppressively large.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit insecure,
I
honestly.
forgot you need a Costco membership.
But holy crap, this goes straight to my heart.
It actually does. You're gonna go into cardiac arrest very soon.
Costco, including the experience, 7.5.
I was gonna go with 7.
I came in with a bad attitude. The hot dog, it is the same product no matter where you go, right? The chicken bake,
That
it is
relish will water
actually
your sale,
very
bro.
good. And then the chocolate chunk cookie sealed the deal for me. All things considered, was this 7? Wow. Big ups to Costco. Who would have thought
doing
it? Moving on.
sevens?
Greg still holds on the top
just
spot,
said
but
it was
America's
way
still
better than
dominating
Greg's,
the
and
leaderboard
he
on
gave
the
Greg's a
overall
10.
average. Let's see if the next competitor
This
can
is
get the score
biased.
for the UK.
If there's any fast food that represents American fast food better than
McDonald's.
any fast food
100%.
joint, not by quality, but by cultural significance, it
McDonald's.
is McDonald's. This
Yeah.
French fry contains 4 ingredients. Here's how many the US McDonald's French fry contains.
Damn.
I can't see what was on the screen.
It's just slightly salty, very oily potato.
This is the most pure potato McDonald's French fry I've had because the McDonald's French fry does have a McDonald's flavor in the US. If you go and
Facts.
taste a US McDonald's French fry, you would probably
Everybody
taste that
loves
back
it.
and go, there's a flavor in here I can't quite identify.
Is the texture the same? I know you like texture.
Why do you ask it like that? He looks me right in the eyes and he's basically like, I know you like texture. We tasted it here, but in order to really make a determination, we gotta try the ones in the US. Next up, the Quarter Pounder, a better burger experience than the Big Mac
Ew.
because, let's be honest, the Big Mac is mostly just bread.
This is a bit weird, but what I crave in this is that little piece of crispy bun.
There's nothing
That pickle
about
is-
this bun that is crispy. When I was a little kid, you'd be drinking all that fruit punch and all sorts of random ass cookies and things, and then you throw up in your mouth a little bit. Right here.
Good, happy childhood memories.
Lackluster experience
I
so
can't
far,
eat
but let's see
McDonald's
if
like
an
I
item
used to, bro.
exclusive
McDonald's don't
to the
hit no more.
UK swings things around.
But it's not
McDonald's
just
too
any
unhealthy, bro.
cheeseburger. This is the chili cheeseburger. It has some sort of a chili sauce. It has pickles, but
Chili
wait a minute. I
cheeseburger?
also see pickled jalapeno.
Hell no,
Somehow
bro.
more dry than the
not
Quarter
right.
Pounder.
The patties are thin and getting obliterated.
Really need something to wash that down with.
Very much of American cheese and jalapeno. I didn't get any beef. The buns are super sweet in a not so
McDonald's is
enjoyable way.
terrible, bro.
Everything's just kind of one texture.
nothing you can tell me
Meat
about it.
is chewy and floppy like a sandal. So is the bread.
Terrible.
Both are equally as dry. That's the overall experience of it. And
It feels like my body's rejecting that a little bit.
we've had the UK experience. I'm giving it a solid 2.5.
Probably just give it 2 flat.
2.2.
Damn,
I think we'll stick with
twos.
2.5. Yeah, we'll go with 2.5. Okay.
It's better when you're in charge.
2.5 US, what you got? Wow, you gotta stop doing that. They really are surprising me. I've noticed a significant difference in the quality. They have Maillards now on their patties. I think they're actually searing them. The cheese looks better. All the toppings look decent. Good toast. The bun looks nice. I don't know what's happening. I think McDonald's is tired of being on and they actually want to make better food. Maybe that's happening.
Honestly, I think that is the best looking McDonald's burger I've ever
I ain't gonna lie,
seen in
he
my
is
life.
spitting, bro.
did
I
not
was thinking the
expect
same
it
thing. That
to
is
be
nice.
Such a contrast from the UK to here.
It could still be worse, so let's taste.
I can taste the mallard in there.
I'm kind of blown away. Here's what I will say. The texture's kind of on point. It's juicy, it's fatty to the way I like it. The cheese is kind of melting and making its own sauce. The pickles come in, you can taste them. It's pretty damn good, and the bun is not bad either. But what I will say, flavor, despite the nice texture, is severely lacking to me. Not just salt level, but I'm just not
When you
tasting
are a
much
food
beef or much
connoisseur
of
like
anything. I
him,
just
is it-
taste ketchup. Surprisingly decent
just
texture. Like, I already give
overanalyze
this
food
texture
like that?
rating. I might give it a 7 or a 6.5,
I low-key be
but
like,
the flavor is
it's
sub
nasty or
4.
good.
It's not giving
This is
much.
We
insane.
compared the patties at the UK McDonald's to a coaster you put a beer on. The thickness to this is so different. There's not really any distinct flavors there. You just taste all of it in one.
Take a piece of that ground beef and taste it. It tastes of nothing.
It really does.
Because there's no salt, and this is the
Damn.
most flavorless beef that there is.
It scratches an itch almost no other fast food can.
I can't imagine it would really get much better than this at a McDonald's.
Are the McDonald's fries in the
Damn.
US better than the ones in the UK? Or is it the other way
1000%.
around? Yeah, there's literally 12 more ingredients in this.
Is there any potato in that at all?
It just gets dipped into like 12 chemical baths and then fried.
There's no salt in them, but there wasn't salt on the British ones either.
There's no salt
Not
on them.
crispy.
They're like
somehow.
chewy.
That's a bad fry.
Honestly, 1-to-1, the US and UK fries were similar because they were both mid. Maybe I'd give it to the UK due to the lack of chemicals, but you know what? Time to rate.
When I say the burger was as good as a McDonald's
salt on
burger
McDonald's
could be,
fries is not
there's still a
something
ceiling to that.
I think this whole experience has been really pleasant for me. The double cheeseburger way surpassed my expectations. I might even give it 7.5, 8. The fries really dragged it down. I'd maybe give it a 6.5.
I'm gonna go for a dead 6.
I'm gonna give it a flat 5.5. Honestly, kind of high for McDonald's.
In the UK, I felt sick immediately after eating it. But then as soon as we bit into the McDonald's, I felt like I might crap myself.
Did you?
That's private.
That's
Moving
probably-
on.
McDonald's yet again leaving
All right,
us
what's the last
unimpressed,
restaurant?
this time for both UK and the US. And now the time has come for our final matchup. We're taking the UK's top grossing chicken spot, Nando's, and putting it up against the US's top
I've heard of
grossing chicken
Nando's.
spot, Chick-fil-A. This is a battle of chicken
Chick-fil-A's gonna be top.
Goliaths. Apparently the Brits love a cheeky Nando's. But it's only fair to compare it directly to one of the chicken spots that continuously has Americans in a
Chick-fil-A's top tier
chokehold
forever.
across the country. This is gonna be
Best fast food
interesting.
ever.
All you need to know is British people love Nando's.
It's
Heard of
below.
Nando
So
so much
careful,
and I've
watch your
never.
words.
We're on the street
been to
corner right
UK.
now next to about 350,000 bikes.
Yep.
Those are all the people that are parked and are just waiting in case you badmouth.
Oh, fantastic.
Nando's. This is your half chicken. This is maybe one of the most common orders. People come into Nando's, they get a half chicken or a quarter chicken. It's rotisserie style. We've gone for a classic medium hot sauce. People are very particular about how spicy you go for your peri peri hot sauce at Nando's. If you want to go hot, we have some hot.
We have to do it right.
A little bit of hot sauce. Oh, wow. There you go.
Damn.
It squirted a little bit. Juicy, seasoned nicely. It's
That
got
does
the
look like a
smokiness
good
from the
wing.
grill. I'm kind of surprised.
good
A little
chicken.
bit.
Now we're trying the wing roulette.
Wings, but it's got a little bit of novelty factor.
There's multiple different spice levels on the wings. You don't know which one you're gonna get. You just take a bite, roll the dice.
That's for sure spicy.
This one's just barbecue.
I got off easy on the roulette there. I think that's quite lemony.
I like the ooey gooey. They're cooked nicely, so you get the smoky grill flavor. I mean, this is quality cooked chicken. I'm kind of
Doesn't look
surprised.
bad, though.
In
I'm not
Chicago,
gonna lie.
Nando's, very nice, but this one is significantly better. Seasoning's better, texture's better, it's cooked nicer.
So did you think it would be lower
Some
quality?
Nando's in
I'm
Chicago,
trying to
what the
understand
heck?
why you're surprised
You're
by
baiting
this.
me. You're baiting me.
Nando's, it's a bit more pricey than your average fast food. And I think you taste it.
We have the thighs.
It is juicy. That's good. I'm getting the most like char grilled kind of action, reminiscent of, you know, the sort of Burger King fake.
No,
char
why is it
grilled,
green,
but,
bro?
But the real version.
Well, I wish there was a little more
Why is
sauce
it
on this,
green?
but it's not like missing enough for me to complain. But what I will say is they're cooked nicely.
Is it
but
all
the
just
flavor
rotisserie?
is very chicken forward. It's nice. Someone just brought me a plate of that, and I closed my eyes and I ate it. I think my first thought would be like, you know what? This is close to an 8 out of 10 overall. Like in the sense of tastes good, it delivers, it's not dry, and that's like the biggest loss on most chicken bites is overcooked. Surprisingly cooked nicely, but okay, we're sitting at an 8 out of 10. The convenience element is a problem. I think that it drops that down from the fast food world closer to like a 7.5.
To enjoy a Nando's, you kind of have to go and sit down. And if I'm going to do that,
Oh,
I
it's
don't want
kinda
to go
like
to
the
a
Shake
chain. I
Shack
want to
type,
go, you know, somewhere local,
It's a little bit
somewhere
longer.
that the people making the food really care about. That's how it really suffers. While the taste, I agree, it's on like an 8. For me, convenience brings it down to like a 5. It's mid.
Oh, wow.
It's
Nando's is
mid.
super mid.
Okay, I instinctively want to go higher.
They're gonna
but
lose
mainly
subscribers
because I'm
because of that, bro.
contrarian.
Okay.
And also, I don't like upsetting people. It was juicy, well seasoned. I would say 7.5.
And just like that, Nando's is on the board. That only leaves one spot left to go before deciding which country is taking home the crown. On to Chick-fil-A.
Looks like the US because like
We've got a
the first-
double line.
The first cue of the
that's some
day.
normal shit.
Yeah,
for
they're
later,
also
no
known
cap.
for being extremely polite. Can we do 3 spicy chicken sandwiches? Can I also do 1 order of the grilled nuggets, 1 order of the 4-piece tenders?
Thank you.
I got called sir.
Wow, they were very, very polite.
She didn't say my pleasure, which was really upsetting to me.
Oh
That's the
shit.
thing they do, isn't it?
Awesome, thank you.
Our pleasure.
Why would you say that?
What, did I not say that?
It
You
is-
don't say it.
You cannot take pleasure.
They're being pleasured.
We're back in America at
Wait, hold on,
the
was he a
US's
G-Wagon?
version of the top grossing chicken spot. Nando's has
My bad.
grilled chicken, but
My
so
bad.
does Chick-fil-A. But it only comes in one form, which is grilled nuggets.
You have grilled nuggets?
It doesn't look great.
That looks like bodybuilder food. Meatheads love this stuff.
Why are they slimy?
Or are they slug?
Very, very soft.
It's a bit rubbery.
It feels refreshingly healthy for a fast food spot.
I've actually
you know?
never
It's
had
not
those at
deep
Chick-fil-A,
fried in
and I've seen them for
batter.
the
If
longest
I'm in a
time.
pinch and I'm traveling and I'm somewhere in the United States, I can rely the Chick-fil-A will have some grilled nuggets that I can eat and hit my protein goal. Makes it very easy.
I feel like I'm in a men's health video right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they are known for is their fried chicken. We're gonna start with the tenders here.
Very crunchy. A little bit spicy, way less greasy than
Spicy?
KFC.
Warm.
No?
Just a little. You're not getting anything?
You guys are roasting yourselves. I don't even say.
With the Chick-fil-A sauce, it's damn good.
It goes down very,
That's damn
very
good.
easy.
Yeah. What's up, ma'am? How are you?
This is the obligatory break in the episode.
Joshua gets
He
recognized.
just looked
We
at
should
us.
say this did happen to us once on the shoot. A guy pulled up, wound down his window, and he said, this is a direct quote, "Are you the guys who do those videos with the little kids?" Okay.
I will say these are the better breaded ones that I've had, which is not what I want. It's lacking something, but we still have one more item. This is what put them on the map. This is the
See,
reason
now that
that people
is
love Chick-fil-A.
yeah.
It is a chicken sandwich.
That's that one right there.
On the bottom there.
Damn.
The way you took that bite, you look like Pennywise.
It's spice. It's got that little bit of heat. It hits the spot.
One of the worst Chick-fil-A sandwiches I've ever had. However, you're right, it really does hit a spot. It's very hard for me to dislike that.
Well, experience-wise, very, very friendly. I was looking forward to the manners. You told us that they would be polite, and I was not disappointed. The food hits the spot, but I think you're right. It is more disappointing. It's more Chick-fil B- than other Chick-fil-A's that I've had.
For me, it was above average as far as chicken experiences go.
Is there Chick-fil-A in the
That
UK,
said,
or where are they comparing this to,
convenience
bro?
much higher than Nando's. Taste was not as good.
I had the one that had trench foot, so I do feel personally a little bit affronted. It doesn't matter how polite you're being, it's still not bad. I've got low standards.
Yeah, we do.
Texture, flavor was good. Salt levels were good. I'll give it a 6 today.
5.5.
All right, so we have a final ranking.
They just had a
Do you
bash.
know the top spot or the winner?
I honestly have no idea.
Was it Greg's?
Greg's must have ranked pretty highly.
The highest ranking of this video, Greg's.
Hey, come on.
In London,
Yes.
unbelievable.
By
But
something.
USA
He gave it a
wins
10.
the overall competition by a landslide, which honestly, frankly, makes a lot of sense. We're allowed to use ingredients that you guys aren't.
You're the kings
Yeah.
of fast food.
I actually
We're
am
allowed
not
to
proud
make
of
the
it.
stuff
It's a poison
taste.
chalice, sometimes
You
literally.
know, it kills us.
Fast food is just something that America owns, and whether that's something that we can take pride out of, which probably we
Not at
shouldn't,
all.
we at least can
Yep.
have that.
Let me please be the first to say, it was my pleasure.
Oh.
Subscribe, love you, bye.
Wait, it's gotta be something else. It's like 10 seconds left. I remember watching this.